talking to you today about why you should prepare for the zombie apocalypse. So as you've seen, this is a clip from AMC's The Walking Dead, where the character wakes up, he's unprepared, and does not know what is going on. And we see as the audience that he has just entered into a zombie apocalypse. So, you need to know that this can happen. Anthropologists and historians have compared the zombie apocalypse to the bubonic plague in that it reached a lot of people over a huge amount of land. It went from Asia to Europe, and according to Dr. Frangos of Lehman College, recent accounts of the bubonic plague have showed that 40 to 45% of Europe's population was actually affected by the bubonic plague. This is comparable to the zombie apocalypse because a lot of people can be infected and it can spread very quickly and can reach a large distance of people. Dr. Frangos conducted a drill where it was a large hospital, and he wanted to see if the hospital was equipped to deal with people coming in groups of 20, if they could actually deal with an epidemic. And what he found out was that the hospital resources were stretched too great, that they actually struggled in trying to accommodate groups of 20. So he proposed the question of, could you imagine if a pandemic happened where it's thousands of people? You may think, well, okay, yes, it may happen, but we have the resources to deal with it, like the military and the police. But once you think about it, when this were to happen, the doctors would be the first people that would actually get affected by this, because you would have patients coming in without known symptoms, and they wouldn't be treating it as something that needed to be contaminated right away. They would be trying to figure out what is going on, so then they in turn would be the first to get infected, and the hospital would become ground zero. Once that happens, then you have the police trying to get involved, the military trying to get involved, and all of their resources are pooled, and they are not solely focused on protecting the individual people and families. They too are trying to figure out how to contain this. So they will be busy, and you need to know how to protect yourself and your family. So with that said, the CDC, which is the Center for Disease and Control, stated that if you are generally well equipped to deal with a zombie apocalypse, then you will be prepared for a hurricane, a pandemic, an earthquake, or a terrorist attack. So even if the zombie apocalypse does not happen, you would still benefit from preparing as if it were to happen. So you can imagine yourself waking up one day, turning on the news, having your coffee, and a reporter comes on stating that all of a sudden the zombie apocalypse is upon us. Well, you can be confident in knowing that you know a safe place that you've already determined where you can go, and you have weapons stored away just in case, and you also have food and water that is there ready for you. so that you will not end up in this scenario thinking, what the heck is going on? So what you can do to prepare for this is to stock up. Just go to the grocery store and get gallons of water or some canned food. But also keep in mind that the grocery stores will run out of food because we're so dependent on globalization that you're not going to be getting imports and we're not going to be exporting. So you have to figure out if you are going to be a defender or a supplier. So if you are defending and want to contribute, you can take a self-defense class, or you can take a class in how to use your weapons. Or if you're going to be a supplier, you can take a wilderness survival class, so you can figure out how to purify water or grow your own crops once the supplies run out. And these can be things that can be beneficial to you even if it's not the zombie apocalypse, like Hurricane Katrina or any other worldly